QUBIC Labs presents Boston Blockchain Week, Stepping into the Future, celebrating the creators, innovators, and heroes of blockchain and Web3. I'm Mike Joshua for MuddHouse Media, reporting from Boston Blockchain Week 2022, presented by QUBIC Labs. With me now is State Rep Kate Lipper-Garabedian. Welcome, Kate. How are you?
Great. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. So tell me what it is about, what brings you here?
Absolutely. So as a state representative who gets to think about state policy and filing bills this legislative session, I filed a bill to create a special commission on blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. My background is in education. I'm a former 7th grade public school teacher. Then I went to law school and practiced education law for more than a decade before taking on this role. And so I don't come from a background in terms of disruptive innovation and technology, but I do come with a perspective about the importance of preparing our students for the 21st century economy and what's coming down the pipeline. And so I thought starting with a special commission to really study the industry, think about ways in which we can responsibly support it from a workforce development perspective, from an economic development perspective would be really appealing. So filed that bill and at the same time launched a House caucus on blockchain technology with my co-chair, Representative Josh Cutler. We've been meeting monthly as a group of House members and staffers with invited representatives from the blockchain technology community to learn more, to engage on these topics. And from those discussions, filed another bill this session with Josh Cutler to create a workforce development trust fund and a pilot program to support community colleges, voc tech schools, employer associations with providing curricula, training, and certificates in blockchain technology professions to really help support the ecosystem here and make Boston, a hub of this internationally.
That's fantastic. And it seems like this Boston Blockchain Week is establishing itself as that hub. Is that correct?
I think that's right. It's another example of the energy in this space and the fact that we can draw on some really natural local resources that we have, both our heavy investment historically in K-12 education, our incredible institutions of higher education, our demonstrated wealth of expertise in certain industries that naturally would want to explore and already are exploring implementation and integration of blockchain into their functions. So I'm thinking of financial institutions here that are known internationally, our biotech fields, our heavy investment in STEM as well.
What's the best way for a company that's interested in learning more, getting involved, whether they're in-state, out-of-state? What's their first step to getting in touch with what's happening here in Boston and Quincy?
Well, that's a great question for the founders of this week as well as the hosts at QUBIC Labs. Certainly, if they're interested in having a dialogue about what's happening in the state government, the degree to which we're exploring this industry, thinking about ways to integrate blockchain technology functions into government as well, right? Ways in which we can better serve our constituents with their interfacing with government transactions and services. I'd love to hear from you directly, so you're welcome to find me on the Massachusetts Legislature website, reach out by email or call the office, and you can obviously do that for any of my colleagues as well.
Finally, Kate, what's the most exciting thing that's happening here at Boston Blockchain for you?
For me, well, it's just an opportunity to get to meet other people, creators, intellectuals, academics, practitioners, and sort of better and deepen my understanding of the space. Think about ways to sort of apply it to the work that I'm going to be doing in a next legislative term, including as House Chair of the caucus. I think the caucus will come out with some bills that are priorities for us when we are sworn back in January of next year.
That's fantastic. Forward-looking and so exciting. Kate, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
For more on Boston Blockchain Week, go to bostonblockchainweek.com. For more about QUBIC Labs, go to QUBICLabs.com.